Yes, please. Use this matte and just and dropped it. Does that not just make you want to use this? I am a strong believer that BH Cosmetics has two formulas. What's up, everyone, and welcome to today's video. If you are new here, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Manders, and this is my channel. We talk about a lot of things here, mostly makeup and skincare, sometimes nail polish, we have the occasional unboxing, but I almost always drop something. So if you're interested in any of those things, please stick around, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. Today we are ranking the eyeshadow palettes that I used during December. It's a little bit late, I apologize. However, I got my booster this week and I just really haven't been feeling very well, so I'm trying to catch up today, and this is what we're talking about. So I do have the palettes that I used throughout December. I will be ranking them from least favorite to most favorite. If it ranks lowest doesn't necessarily mean I don't like it. It just means that it wasn't my favorite for this month. So without further ado, we're going to get right into it. My least favorite palette from the month was this one. I feel like I need to use this more. This is the Naughty palette from BH Cosmetics. I did do a palette bingo with this. I like it, but out of all of these palettes, this one just wowed me the least. It is a very large palette. I do like the formula of it, but as far as convenience goes, it's very large. It's not necessarily something I'm going to reach for on the regular. The shadows performed fine, but it just wasn't my favorite out of all the ones I tried. This was last year's holiday palette from 2020. So I didn't get the new one from this year. It didn't have very great reviews, to be honest, and the color story, it really just didn't call to me. I am a strong believer that BH Cosmetics has two formulas. I think that the square pans have one formula and the circle pans have a different formula. Overall, it's not that it's bad, it's just, yeah. So back on my tangent about the different size pans. The big round pans are better than the small round pans. Why? I don't get it. It's my weird moment. Next up is going to be this one from Colourpop, the Sorbet palette. I don't not like this palette, but I don't love this palette. It was from the first quad series that they did release. This one is my favorite out of all of the quads I have, but there's something about the formula of these shimmers that makes me not love them as much as other Colourpop shimmers. Does that make any sense? Yeah. So it's not, I don't not like this. I have actually filmed a couple small quick mini tutorials with it, so I can leave those links somewhere. It's just what didn't rank at the top. And then next was this one from Ace Beauty, the Vintage Dawn. I did film with this. I did like this. I will be using it again. It will definitely, you'll see it as a palette of the week. At some point this year, you'll probably see it in some get ready with me's. They're good shadows. I am planning on doing a couple looks featuring multiple Ace Beauty palettes. I know that they have a new palette coming out that I'm gonna dupe. I like this palette. It's just it wasn't my favorite. It was okay. And the next favorite palette of the month was the Smitten in Switzerland from BH Cosmetics. This is a really nice palette. It's one of my favorites in my collection. These shimmers, honestly, they just make me really happy. I like that there are some greens in here. I like that there are some rosy tones in here. Makes me happy. Look, this orange shade right there. Yes, please. It's such a nice palette. I love this one so much. It didn't rank at the top, but it's definitely ranking at least a little bit higher. I can't get enough of these BH Cosmetics palettes. I can't wait to sit down and film my ranking of BH Cosmetics palettes, because I have a whole drawer dedicated to just BH Cosmetics palettes. This one's amazing. I really did like it. I can't wait to pull it out for my palette of the month. I'm actually planning a few different types of videos with different palettes. We'll probably see, you will get a palette bingo on this palette at some point. I just don't know when. This shade right here is just so stinking. Like, look at that green. So nice. All right, next up was this one surprised me at how high I'm ranking it, and it is just because it's so easy to use. This is the Bonjour Montreal palette from Essence. It's just easy to use. I just honestly popped on some shimmers and then used this matte and just and dropped it. I don't know what it was. I was just reaching for this more and more. I think I used this 3 times. Yeah, I like this palette. I have other ones from, this is their travel series. This is the one that I like the best. I do have a couple other ones, so I'm thinking of doing a multi-palette bingo because I have 3 palettes, so I might just do that. But I really like this palette. Let me know if you've tried this. Essence is like, if I had to say my 2 favorite brands right now, it's definitely Essence and BH Cosmetics. Yeah. This next palette was an absolute win for this month. This is the Opposites Attract palette from e.l.f. Cosmetics. This was one of those things that I saw at Winners and I was like, yeah, I want to get that. The shimmers intrigued me. This one especially. This one's clever and daring. Spicy. Okay, so just these shimmers alone. Look at those right there. I have used other e.l.f. eyeshadows in the past and not necessarily loved them, but this palette just wowed me, made me very happy. I didn't do anything crazy with it. I just used it for a get ready with me. I cannot wait to use it again. I can't wait to use this green shade right here. It's just, it has a fun color story. It has a lot of options. I may do a multiple looks 1 palette with this. Honestly, good job, e.l.f. This is a really good palette. I really like it. I'm very happy I have this. I cannot wait for this to be the palette of the week. Really excited. Also, let me know what you think of the palette of the week so far. I have so far filmed 2 of them. You've probably only seen 1 so far, but I'm really excited. I'm really excited to showcase my collection in different ways this year. And last but definitely not least, the Love in London palette from BH Cosmetics wins this month. This palette just blows me away every time I use it. Every time I use it, these shimmers just, okay. I'm going to swatch them on my other hand. So we'll swatch Palace, Prestige, and Lolly. These are only 3 of the shimmer shades. They're also, so it's kind of neutral, but there are some fun pops of color. Seriously though, does that not just make you want to use this? Come on. Look at those swatches. And to tell you that they perform phenomenally on my eyes. Every time I use the square pans from BH Cosmetics, I love them. It's weird though, because they also, you want to hear me talk about something weird? I'm convinced that every collection has a different formula. Travel Series shimmers, the best. They are different in the Avocado Toast and the Blueberry Muffin palette. Seriously, I am convinced. One day I will sit down and I will film the longest comparison video of BH Cosmetics that you have ever seen. I challenge myself to that. Rant over. I am very happy with all of these palettes. I will leave all of those videos linked. I'm very happy with all of these palettes, even though some of them ranked a little bit lower in the ranking. Doesn't mean I'm going to declutter any of them this month. I like them. I'm keeping them. We're going to put them back into the collection, and hopefully you will see some of them featured soon as palettes of the month, of the week. If you don't already follow me on all of my social media, please do, because I will be doing a lot of different polls for those palettes of the month palette bingos. I'll always post on my community tab as well. However, this week coming up, palette of the week will be selected on my Instagram. So if you want to have some input, please do go follow me there. Thank you all so much for all of your continued support. Please let me know in the comments if you have any of these palettes, if you like any of these palettes, if you hate any of these palettes, how you're doing. I hope you're staying safe. I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Thank you for your continued support, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Holy crap, stop dropping shit everywhere, Amanda.